Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades. And yep, let's just get into it. We can see that Bitcoin right now again getting a quite decent pullback back down to $23,215. I think it went as low as 23,190, but basically let's just call it 23,200. But overall, breaking this little short-term trend line right here. We have our major trend line coming in at 22,495. Again, we could still come down here, test that support, and still bounce up towards the upside. But again, breaking that level would definitely hurt the bull case. And ultimately, if we do keep moving towards the downside, that last level of support that I could possibly see for Bitcoin would be 20,363. But if that's starting to happen, I could imagine that the S&P 500 is starting to sell off. I did outline a couple scenarios that could happen about the S&P 500 in yesterday's video. I said that if we do start to chop sideways into the markets, get some sideways chop, you could potentially see a bit of a rally in Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has definitely not pumped as much as all the other stocks have, like Apple, for example. Apple has pumped up. Let's take a look here. I believe it was 28% or even more. Oh my god, it's 36%. It pumped up over 36% in the last couple days here. So from there, in the last 57 days, it pumped up over 36%. Again, this is no small stock either. This is a $1 trillion stock. I believe it's at 2.8. The market cap's at 2.8 trillion now. So this is really in my opinion, a really big extended move. I think it's due for a pullback, and ultimately that's what we're doing right now. Let's actually draw a little bit of a trend line right here for you guys that are shorting Apple. There we go. So right now we are starting to break resistance, but let's just see how this closes off tomorrow. Again, we just have a candle close. Doesn't mean it's confirmed. We could very easily reverse back down towards the downside. And again, keep an eye on the S&P 500, because if the S&P gets rejected from these levels that I've been outlining for a couple of weeks now, I said we would start to run into some resistance. You have your first level, your second level, your 200-day moving average, and then your final level right here, basically at 4,350 or 4,347. But yeah, it is going to be proving to be quite a bit of resistance around this area, especially after having such a run on the S&P as well. So if we do start to sell off, you can expect that Bitcoin is going to start to sell off as well. So that is to be expected. So don't be shocked if you actually see Bitcoin start to pull back down to the $20,300 levels if the S&P sells off. If we keep continuing the sideways chop, we could potentially maybe get some upside in Bitcoin, right? I could definitely see that happening. And again, nothing is guaranteed in this market. We are in a bear market. These pumps will fade. A lot of people don't understand that. Again, everybody has their opinion, and I respect everyone's opinion, especially the Discord. You guys are always making great points and great analysis, and I like to see it. But in my opinion, in my experience, I think that this bear market, these rallies will fade. I don't think we will see 50,000. I don't think we'll see these high price targets that everyone's calling for. If we do see that, you need to have a break in the S&P 500 as well. And all this economic data that's coming out. I believe you had the FOMC meeting today. Again, I didn't get into too much data, and I haven't been that active in the Discord. Tomorrow is interview day, so we're gonna see how that goes. So wish me luck, guys. It's going to be benefiting the Discord in a positive way, I hope. So let's see. It's gonna be very interesting. I'll keep you guys up to date in the Discord. But yeah, overall, in these bear cycles, Bitcoin ultimately pulls back 85% or 84% every cycle. We can see that we haven't gotten that 85% correction in Bitcoin, and that 85% target is basically around $10,000, 9,300. But overall, we will see these levels again, in my opinion. Again, none of this is financial advice. I know a lot of people say, like, what a clown, we're never gonna go below the previous all-time high. You know what we did? We made history. We went back below the previous all-time high of 2017, and we made a low of 18,000. And a lot of people started to panic sell around this area, and the market makers, that's exactly what they wanted. They hit everyone's stops, and then they reversed the price. And now, from these lows that we're up over over 32%. We went as high as 41%. So that was an amazing move on Bitcoin. And we could take a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum getting a massive move towards the upside. It was up over 140%, I believe. We were up 140%, 130%. Now we're back down to 108%. But overall, if Ethereum comes up to 2,247 levels, that would be aligning with some resistance levels that I have drawn right here on our Ethereum chart. Again, you guys can see all my trades in the Discord. I post everything there on spot and leverage. Obviously, leverage has been a little bit stagnant lately, but maybe we'll hire some traders. Maybe we'll start to do that. You guys want a job? You can send me an email. Maybe apply. We'll see what we can do for you. But yeah, overall, if Bitcoin does keep going up, you got some major resistance coming in at $25,046. That's going to be your extremely overbought area, in my opinion, for Ethereum. The merge is starting to come. Let's just see how that is going to impact the market and the cryptos, because that's a lot of hash rate that you got to displace into the markets. And I don't know if all these other altcoins can handle it, because I know that Ethereum Classic, that's one of the reasons why it's been pumping so much, but I'm not too sure that if Ethereum Classic will be able to handle that amount of hash rate. I know a lot of experts, and I am by no means an expert miner, but I do know my way around the blockchain when it comes to mining. But yeah, like I don't think the Ethereum Classic will be able to handle all that hash rate that's going to be leaving Ethereum. It's gonna have to go somewhere, so let's see what happens. And finally, let's actually take a look at a few commodities that I've been eyeing, and actually we'll give you everyone a little bit of a free trade right here. Take a look at natural gas, actually getting rejected perfectly around the resistance level. But if natural gas does get another move towards the upside, I'm going to be looking at the $9.94 level, basically the $10 area. Again, we have a major trend line coming in right here. You could take this pivot point from 2018, align it with the one from 2022 from June, and then you get your next resistance around this area. So let's take a look at a weekly time frame. Yeah, we're good. We could be forming a little bit of a bearish divergence here if we make a new high. Again, this would be just another slight high, but if that RSI doesn't push up a little higher, then you're gonna get yourself a little bit of a bearish divergence, and then maybe you're gonna get yourself a big M pattern, and then you're gonna recover that low from $3.51. But overall, let's see what happens. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow in the markets. And as far as oil goes, we're still looking at that $85 target for oil. If we can get back to those levels, then yes, I would potentially consider longing. You can see that if you bring it up to this trend line right here, sorry, this wick up here, this topping tail, you can see that we almost reached these levels with oil around $86.32. But for me, I'm going to be looking around the $85 level. And gold getting a little bit of a pullback. It is to be expected. Gold had a significant bounce from the lows around 1679. Ultimately, I still expect gold to get another leg up towards the upside. I know a lot of the people say gold is dead and stuff, and they're very bearish on the price, and they don't believe in any commodities, and it's all Bitcoin to the moon. But you have to start to take a look at other asset classes. You got to diversify a little bit. I mean, you can't go all into one asset class, in my opinion. But again, none of this is financial advice. You guys do what you want with your money. Some people like to go all in HEX and all these other coins. But yeah, do what you want. You guys know where I stand. Ultimately, I still think we could potentially get a little bit more upside. But again, time is against us, and if the longer it takes, the worse it's going to get. I think if we take too long, we're probably going to start to roll over, and then we're probably going to potentially test the $17,000 lows once again, where we could maybe start to form a big W pattern, which is also another possibility that a lot of people look over. Is that right now we could see a little bit of sideways chop, but if you look at some larger time frames, maybe the weekly time frame, you can see that we could potentially be forming maybe a larger extended W pattern, and then we'll see maybe a big bounce during the October times where the midterm elections are going to happen. And talking about the midterm elections, let's keep going. Let's keep this train going, because we've been talking. I've been telling a lot of the Discord members on our weekly Friday chats that there's a big topic of discussion for potentially the elections is going to be like with the weed stocks and legalizing weed federally. And look at that, we just had a huge move in Canopy growth these last few days, which is one of the positions we are holding, up over 64%. Obviously, we entered in a different position, but I'm not going to disclose it to the people that are not gold members. So if you guys want to see the stock trades, not only the crypto trades, but the stock trades as well, you guys can join the Discord, and you guys can see my profit loss history on my website. Everything's posted there. And finally, the sponsor for our video is BitGet Trading. The link's in the description. That's where I do all my crypto trades. You guys should sign up there. You guys get up to $4,163 in bonus if you complete those tasks. But obviously, hold your long-term holdings in cold storage. Only put what you're willing to lose into a trading account. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace.